welcome to the final countdown using Pro Tools to engage students at the end of the year. I'm Molly. I'm a customer success lead for schools here at CodeHS, and this is Danielle.
I'm Danielle, and I'm a customer success manager.
So today what we're going to be focusing on is how you can use different tools in CodeHS to best engage your students at the end of the year. So we're first going to look at the Academic Integrity Center and see how you can keep your students on task at the end of the year. Then we'll look at some course exploration, where we're looking to see other courses that can be utilized, hour of code activities that you can use, projects from our project gallery, how sandbox collaboration can be used. We're also going to take a look at the student showcase, how you can showcase student work, and also at our career exploration center. Throughout this, if you have any questions, feel free to type it in the Q&A. The chat is also open. We'll try to answer questions as we see it, but we'll also have some time at the end for questions as well. Also keep an eye on the chat. Our trusty PD member, Leanne, is going to be throwing some links in the chat as well as we're going through this. If you need a CodeHS account, if you don't have one yet, you can sign up there for free at codehs.com/sign-up. And that link is also going right in the chat as well. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at is the Academic Integrity Center. The Academic Integrity Center is a hub for resources and tools which support academic integrity in the classroom. Free teachers can access helpful links and resources, and pro teachers can use our full suite of tools to monitor and access student work. So the first thing we're looking at is our real-time dashboard. This is where you can keep an eye on what students are working on. You're able to see when students are signing in, when students have gotten started. So this is a great way, especially at the end of the year, just to make sure students are doing what you are thinking they should be doing. And then the other thing we're looking at is the focus mode. This allows you to make one assignment be the only assignment students can access. So if you need them all to be working on a particular assignment at a time, students can go ahead and focus in on that. So just showing where you can access this in CodeHS. If you're in your section and you click on progress, and then you click on the real-time dashboard, this is where you can see students' work. So this is my demo section, so I'm just simulating how this looks. You can see when students are starting, what students are working on, and like a little timestamp about when they're starting that work as well. You can also click directly into activities. That way you can go ahead and go right to that activity if a student has a question. And then up here at the top is where you can set that focus mode. If you click that little play button, you can then choose an activity that you want all your students to focus on. So let's say it's this exercise here. When that is clicked, your students can only access this one exercise. If they try to navigate to other places on the site, it will bring them right back to this exercise. And it's for that time that is set up here. You can then end this at any time by clicking the little stop button here. You can also move on to other assignments by clicking on the little arrow keys. So what we're going to look at next is course exploration. So this is how you can go beyond your current course to engage students in other courses or languages that they might be interested in. You can do this by adding in supplemental material. You can enroll your students in one of our current exploration courses, which we'll talk more about what those are. You can enroll them in a single new course, or you can enroll them in a custom course that you create yourself. So starting by looking at supplemental materials, this can be found at the bottom of your assignments page under search for content. This then shows any other content that's currently aligned to the course. So this allows for a lot of extra practice or going back and working on things that maybe students enjoyed earlier in the year, bringing back in like extra Carol puzzles and challenges if they really enjoyed that time. So it's a big hit. Coding exploration courses. So these are our two types of courses that we have for this. We have creative computing, which gives you a little bit of like kind of a taste of different areas of computer science. So there's some modules that focus on Python, some modules that focus on JavaScript, and some that focus on web design. And then we also have these coding exploration courses, which shows coding in different areas, such as like how coding looks in music, how it looks in sports, how it looks in art. And both of these types of courses are a quarter long or shorter, so they're really good just to like slip in right at the end of the year during those last few weeks of school. And then we also have our single month long courses. These are focused in specific different areas of computer science that are just kind of boiled down into just fitting into a month. We have digital art with P5. We have creating game and Roblox, data science with Sheets, and also introduction to SQL. So just taking a look at how you can add these in. If you go to your assignments page, and you scroll down to the bottom under search for content, this is where you can find those supplemental materials that can be assigned in. If you just click assigned, it will show up here in the course. Up here at the top, you can click on this blue add button to add content from any other CodeHS course as well. So if you would like to add in those exploration courses or just specific modules from those exploration courses, you can search for it. So let's say you're looking at this one here, and then you can add in just the modules that you're looking for, or you can add in all of them, and then you can click assign selected, and they'll show up here in your current course from your students. If you'd like to take a deeper look into what these different courses are, seeing if they're a good fit for your students, you can go over to our course catalog. And just search for them right in there. And then you can scroll down to kind of what you're looking for. You can click on learn more, see kind of an overview of it, and to see if this is a good fit or what you're looking for to assign into your students. You can also explore the syllabus, you can explore the course itself, and then you can also assign it in from here. And then looking at creating your own course. So you can just do this the same way that you would create a course using one of our templates. But for this one, you can go ahead and create it starting from scratch and then add in modules from any courses that you think your students would be interested in or that they have expressed an interest in. So to do that, you would just go to your courses. You would create your new course. Let's say it's like end of the year, create new course, and then create an empty course. And then from here, sorry, I have a lot of courses set up. There we go. You can go ahead and click in there. And then you can, with that blue add button, add whatever courses and modules from other courses that you would like to have your students experience. And you can also create your own here as well. So we have blank modules, lessons, and assignments. So you can create your own at the end of the year too. Now looking at our hour of code activities. So we have a lot of different hour of code tutorials. And as the name implies, they last an hour. So they're also particularly great if you're just looking to fill different class periods and give your students experience with different areas of coding at the end of the year. So we have a lot that you can choose from. You can see all of our hour of code options here. You can also sort by grade level and also by different like coding experience level as well. You can in here also see the lesson plans are in here. You can start the course yourself to explore it. And then you can also assign it to your students from here too. Oh, yes. And then also there is the unplugged activities too, which you can find here as well, where it says offline. This is a great opportunity if you want to get your students off of the computers and using it and experiencing coding in different ways. You can check out our offline activities as well. And then we also have this great kind of graphic for if you're trying to choose the right hour of code course for your students based on grade and then also experience. These are the recommendation different courses that we have that you can try out. There's two different ways you can implement our hour of code activities. You can do it with a CodeHS account or without. So if you ever want your students to try things out that haven't been signed up with CodeHS before, the hour of code is a great way to do it. Um, these directions here tell you how to do it with both different ways, and you have access to these slides now, but they'll also be sent to you afterwards, so you can follow those directions for that. And then we also have the lesson plans here. These are a great guide just to look at like how you can approach this, what you might need to do before the hour of code activity, what can be used for after, and then also guiding how to introduce the activity and help your students throughout it. Our next thing we're going to look at is the project catalog. So this project catalog allows you to give students more time practicing different skills that they're learning in coding. They're a lot more open-ended. It allows for students to be more creative, and they can apply different concepts into one project. You can filter through the projects by grade level, by difficulty. You can also look at different tags they have, programming languages, and keyword. So to take a look at how you can add those in, let's see, you can go ahead along the side here under curriculum, you can check out the project catalog. And then in here, this is where you can sort for what you're looking for. And then you can check these out to see if these would be a good fit for your students. So let's say we're looking at the tic-tac-toe one. You can then go ahead and look at the project description for it. There's even a project demo for it as well. And then you can assign it to your students from here too.
So sandbox collaboration. The sandbox is a place where students can code and it's not attached to any particular assignment. So it's a place where they can create a program on their own, or they could also do so in collaboration with other students. So from CodeHS, there's that sandbox button on the upper left-hand corner. And here is your sandbox. We're going to create a new program. So we're going to name it End of the School Year. And then we are going to pick the language that we want to use. So we will use JavaScript. And now we have that space to create that program. So to add so this is just like the person who created its program, but to add collaborators, you're going to go to the left-hand side there where those two people are, and enable collaboration. And then that link there, once you share that link, and whoever else clicks on it, then they can also collaborate in the same program. There's a chat that the teacher has the ability to turn on and off for students to use. And then up there where it says share and save, if you did not create the program, so if I was just a collaborator, there would be another button right next to it that says fork, and that would allow me to save a copy of the program. And so the slides here just go through the steps that I just talked about. So you can create the sandbox program and then collaborate. Showcasing student projects. So one option is a gallery walk. So, throughout the school year, students created many programs, many projects, and it's nice for other students to see what students have created. So each student can open their project on their device, and students can walk around the room and look at each other's projects. They can offer feedback to each other. What did you see? What did you wonder? And the feedback could be given aloud, like if you split the group in half and students stand with their projects, or they can leave notes, on sticky notes of feedback for the projects. And this also just encourages being proud of your work. And then also it's good for practicing constructive feedback. And then in the chat there is a link to that handout in the upper right-hand corner. Also, as a teacher, you have a student showcase that you can put student programs in. So if there is a student project or student assignment that you want to save to the showcase, you would go to that assignment. So if this is an assignment that I want to showcase, I would go to that More tab and then down to Teacher, and then scroll down and then save the program to the section. Then I would go back to that More tab, Teacher, and then I would go to my showcase page. And so here I see I have these 4 projects saved to my showcase. And so the purpose of this would be, it's another way to show off student work and student programs. So with that link, you can showcase student work to parents, students, admin, the rest of the school. It's just nice to have it all in one place. Career exploration. So we do have a Coding in the Wild blog. And here we have stories of professionals who use coding in their careers. And there's an array of careers. So it just shows students that computer science does apply to every industry. And then we also have a CodeHS Career Center. And in the Career Center, we have many different types of careers. So students can pick something that they're interested in. So for example, art. And once they click into that page, it shows computer science in art. And we have real world connections here. So there's some articles that connect coding and artists, painting and code. In addition to any lessons that we have that also connect computer science and art.
I'm just showing one more time. The way I got to there was just by going to the toolbox under resources. It's right there in the Career Center. And also the direct link is in the slides as well. Some other resources, if you're interested in getting more involved with CodeHS, you can become a CodeHS certified educator. You can earn CodeHS micro credentials. You can join the Facebook group. And then we also have for social media here as well. Oh, sorry, guys. I don't know what happened there. We really ran through this webinar pretty quickly. So if there are any questions, we can definitely start taking some now. You can either put them in the Q&A or in the chat. But in the meantime, while those are kind of coming in, and we're happy to go back and show anything that we showed earlier too. We'd love any feedback that you have about our webinar as well. Excellent. You can go ahead and click on that survey and take a couple minutes just to fill that out. Great. And just some upcoming things we have going on. All of these will be available starting tomorrow to sign up for, but we have some different webinars coming up, as well as we have AI weekly webinars also that will be starting soon. So this is just an idea about things that are coming up for June, July, and the beginning of August. Right? If you're interested in bringing CodeHS even more to your school or to your district, you can learn more by going to codehs.com/learn-more. Excellent. And yeah, we can definitely stay on for a little bit if anyone wants to go more in depth into anything or wants to re-see any of the different tools that we showed. I'm so glad to hear that this has been helpful and there's been a lot of great ideas coming your way. But yeah, feel free to reach out or ask a question and we can go through anything else if anyone wants to check in.